Hi everyone, Miranda here and welcome to my February book haul. This month I ended up collecting a grand total of 12 books. Which is actually less than I usually get. I usually get like 15 to 20 a month. I've actually discovered these last couple of months I've cut back quite a lot on book buying. Yes, this month I hauled 12 books like I said. I discovered this month that I was buying books that I wouldn't necessarily have looked at before in the YA section. Because this month, of course, you had the release of Ignite Me and, Into the Still Blue, and I really wanted to get them, but I could not find them anywhere in Australia. And every week I'd go book shopping, they wouldn't be there. And I'd kind of look around and then substitute with other books and see what's out there. The first two books I hauled this month are The Farm and the Lair by Emily McKay. This, I have never seen them before. I just saw them. They came out for the first time. I've never seen them before. And what really got me with this was the title and the cover. I mean, look how mysterious that freaking looks. It looks like Little Red Riding Hood, but like a vampire version, because she's so pale. Lily and her twin sister Mel are kind of trapped on this farm. They want to know kind of what lays beyond the wide fence. And as it says here, a prison, a death camp, a girl, her only hope is escape. The story continues in the second book, The Lair. The next book I bought is more of a common book that I've seen a lot of people get. It's Let It Snow. 3 stories by John Green, Marie Johnson and Lauren Miracle. 3 holiday romances in the one. And I saw heaps of people get this around Christmas. And I know I didn't buy it around Christmas because I'm a freaking lazy ass. I wanted to get it back then. I only got it now. So it's Christmas Eve in Gracetown. Basically, the 3 stories that these 3 authors wrote kind of collide all in the one. These strangers, in each of these stories, kind of you see them cross paths. And there's, romance and it's heartwarming. The next book I hauled is Tandem by Anna Jarzub. Yeah. And Ali Condé actually commented on this book and she said it's clever and exhilarating, so just kind of was there, and I thought it had a really cool cover. I mean, it's a bird with a face in it. I mean, it's cool. Sorry if it's gone dark all of a sudden. I had to close the curtains because the next door neighbours were looking in and going, I just think I'm totally weird. Okay, now I'll read the blurb because otherwise it just sounds freaking confusing. 16-year-old Sasha Lawson has only ever known one small ordinary life. Right. When she was young, she loved her grandfather's stories of paranormal worlds. Sasha never believed such worlds were real until now, when she finds herself thrust into one against her will. She must slip into a life of an alternate version of herself. Princess, escaping from the eve of her arranged marriage. And if she fools everyone, she gets to go home. If she doesn't fool everyone, she'll be trapped in this girl's life forever. It's the first book in the Many Worlds trilogy, and it's got love and betrayal and parallel universes. My type. The next book I bought is the second book in the Chasing the Valley series, Borderlands. And you know what the funny thing was with this? I talked about Chasing the Valley in one of my earlier hauls because I bought it ages ago. I saw it there, right, on the bookstore, and I didn't know it was the second book. I kind of saw it and I thought, Chasing the Valley? Oh yeah, I have this book. And I kind of thought, oh, they may have done a new cover to it, because it's not till you actually look down here where it says Borderlands that you think, oh shit, is this the same book or is this the second book? And that's when I realised it's actually the second book. I can't really give much away with if you haven't read the first book, but I talked about this in one of my earlier haul videos. I'll find that and link it down below if you want to know what I said about it. Okay, they're gone now. Splintered and Unhinged. Obviously you can tell we've got an Alice in Wonderland thing going on here. Welcome to the real Wonderland. So it's Alice in Wonderland kind of thing going on here. And these books are by A.G. Howard. So this is the first book, this is the second book. Get a closer look. Yeah. And I think the second book just came out because that's the whole reason I ever first saw these. This girl called Alyssa Gardner. You think about her last name, you look at the cover and it's like Gardner. Perfect last name. Here's the thoughts of plants and animals. She's worried that she'll end up like her mother because apparently her mother's in this institution and she hears the same things as well. Madness has run in this girl's family for generations. Like since her great grandmother. 3 greats. Well, apparently her great grandmother was Alice in Wonderland, which had the dreams which inspired the author of Alice in Wonderland, to write his book. Break this curse, Alyssa must go down the rabbit hole and right the wrongs of Wonderland. This looked bloody amazing and really, really good. So I'm really excited to give this new series or trilogy, I'm not 100% sure, a go. But if you have read this book, because I actually have not seen this talked about on BookTube, comment down below and tell me. Okay. So The Impossible Knife of Memory by Laurie Halse Anderson, and my pronunciation is really wrong today because I'm half Thai. It's about this girl called Hayley, and Hayley's hoping for a normal life now that her and her father have left their life on the road. Obviously, they're hiding something, and then Hayley meets this guy called Finn, and she kind of wants to let him in, but can she? You know, what are they hiding? What's Hayley and her father hiding? We don't know. So that's why we read this book. Yeah, it cost me 20 bucks, but it looked really interesting. Next book I hauled was a book that I just saw. It's A Breath of Frost by Alexandra Hobbit. A girl called Emma, and she has cousins. Duh. But unlike other girls, they are not longing for marriage. We don't know much reading the blurb. All we know is like, these girls do not want to get married, and a spell has been broken. They must do something before something happens, like usual. It only cost me 13 bucks, and I thought, woof, looks interesting. Even though from the blurb you think, what the hell is this about? It's probably like a cover attraction, that book. The last physical book I hauled this month was A Radiant Sky by Joycelyn Davis. It's a hardcover book, and we don't usually get a lot of hardcover books down under. So for me, this was like, oh, hardcover book, what is this about? What? Final to A Beautiful Dark series? What the hell? I never even saw that. That's in freaking small print. So you're telling me this is the final book in a series? Oh, Miranda. This is what happens on Friday nights when, you know, after school you go to the bookstore, you're so tired because you spent 6 hours in school just studying your ass off, and then you walk into a bookstore, you see this on the shelf, and you just think, oh, beautiful cover, what's this about? Ooh, yeah, but you don't read the fine print. Excuse my stupidness. The first book in this series is A Beautiful Dark. Night of Sky's 17th birthday, she meets two strangers, complete opposites, like fire and ice. Asher is dark and wild, while Devon is fair and aloof. The sudden appearance sends Sky's life into a tailspin. So sorry, everyone. I am really sorry. So this is the last book in that series, and I thought it was the first book. Akshami Batalamafi. I really wanted to get Ignite Me, but it's not even out here last time I checked, so I'm gonna have to order it online. The second book I bought on here was Battle for Cyberdoom by Stuart Wilson. I was in contact with me, and so I bought his book. So this is my February haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Tell me what you hauled this month, and if you actually have read any of these books and your thoughts on what you thought about these books, okay? And Miranda, thank you so much for watching. See you.